Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
Alright, y'all can hear me now. I know y'all can hear me because I see it on here. Sorry about that. So, hold on 1 second and let me do my intro again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
Now that y'all can hear me, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Hoodie Jube back with another live podcast. Now that y'all can hear me, man, how are y'all doing today? And like I always say, if you don't know, you will know. There's no YouTube without your boy Hoodie Jube. Man, it was a good day yesterday, y'all. It was a good freaking birthday. I had my best friend down from Miami, came and surprised me. He chilled with me for a few days. Now he just flew back and finally made it home safe, so glad to see him home safe. Another thing is the Big Q and them brought me onto their show yesterday to show me some love to talk about Saints football and just to get my name out there. And all I asked for my birthday, y'all, was 200 subscribers, and we definitely beat that. We made 223 subscribers right now. So, thank you everybody who subscribed. And like I said, I just got to give a big thanks out to Big Q and them for shouting me out. Also, Mr. TJ who shouts me out in his podcast and stuff. So, with that being said, how is everybody doing, man? Let me look at some of these people in the chat. But the Saints own one is already in here. He said, let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's get this started tonight. Mr. Pickett and Flickett was in here. What's up? Who that? And I know you couldn't hear me, but I got you now. Got it now. That's why I had to start it over. I had to make it nice and fresh. Madison's in here. What's up, Madison? Alright, so basically I'm going to wait a few minutes, try to get some people up in here, you know. Before I start talking, so I don't have to, repeat myself over and over again. But mainly what we're going to be talking about today is what the Saints need to do, right? What do the Saints need to do to beat the Patriots Sunday? What do we need to do to beat these Patriots? So, just wait a few minutes, y'all, because I'm going to wait for some more people to join in, because they usually join in a little late. So, just give it a few minutes. I'm going to wait for people to roll in to start commenting, and then I'm going to start on the topic. But for real though, whoever is in here right now, comment and let me know how y'all doing today, how y'all day went. My day went pretty good. I just got off of work, so that's what I do. I just work and I come over here and I start my podcast with y'all. And also, I want to give a big shout out to my dad's friend, Mr. David. He's the one that did his intro for me. He's a ring announcer, so thank you very much for doing that intro for me. And I thought that was one of the best intros that I ever had. So thank you, Mr. David, if you're watching this. I like it though, y'all. Up, pick it, and flick it. He said he's doing good. I feel better about this game because we're the underdogs. Yeah, anytime we're the underdogs, we somehow win because people just underestimate us, and I guess that just make us, the Saints, even more mad, right? That makes the team more mad that, hey, you want to call us the underdogs. It's okay. We're going to prove y'all wrong. So, and the other thing I like the freaking injury reports this week, y'all. Everybody is coming back so far. Everybody's practicing this week, which is really good. So we definitely need our defensive players back for sure. And we already know this week they've been practicing on that O-line, definitely, y'all. You know they are definitely practicing on that communication between Cesar Ruiz and Jameis Winston. Because you know we need that communication. Because if we don't have the communication on the line, the O-line's not going to look good. And you know what happens when you don't have a good O-line, right? You can't run the ball and you can't throw the ball. And that's what it looked like last week against the Panthers. And like I told everybody, there's one game, draw it behind us, and let's focus on this week, right? Let's focus this week on the Patriots game. So, like I said, I'm still waiting for a few more people because I know I see some people rolling in finally. As y'all roll into the live podcast, comment up in here, and we're going to start going over the topic soon about what should the Saints do and what do they need to do to beat the Patriots. And I'm going to name some people of who I think should step up, people that we might be able to actually see on the field this time, and I'm going to also let y'all know about the injury reports. So, like I said, I'm going to wait for people to come in and comment so I can know who's all in here before I actually start on my topics with y'all. Injury reports today. Like I said, the injury reports are looking a little bit better than last week. So, Mr. Pickin' and Flick, I know you in here, man. So, I want to ask you a question. What is your thoughts on the Patriots game? What do you think we got to do to win? Like, what is your idea? Like, if you had to be a coach, what would you do to win the game? What do you think we got to do to beat the Patriots? I'm just writing some stuff down on my pad. So, don't mind me. I'm just writing some stuff down while I wait for some people to come in. Because I don't like, talking about one thing and then somebody comes in and they miss a little bit, so. Limit. That's the dude I'm happy about. And yeah, definitely going to know soon who I'm happy about on this injury list, and about who I'm finally happy to see at practice back. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm guessing with the people that's in the chat, this looks like it's just gonna be us here tonight, y'all. So, like I said, if people roll in, they're gonna message in here and visibly message. If they don't roll in, they don't roll in. Because I don't want to keep Mr. Pickett and Flickett, I don't want to keep you here all night. I don't want to keep you holding, just sitting here not listening about, what the thing should do. So, basically, this is our injury reports right now for today. Today's injury reports went out, and they said C.J. Gardner-Johnson was back at practice again, full practice. He wasn't limited this game, this practice. He was actually full practice, which I was happy about. Lattimore, he's back still with limited practice like last week. Yesterday he was limited. You had Mr. Kevin Troutmartin, the guard. He was limited at practice again today. The person I'm happy about right here, I'm about to read it to you, is Mr. Pete Warner, y'all. He's been having full practice. Yesterday was limited, today was full. So we should be able to see Mr. Pete Warner in his first NFL debut this week at linebacker. So ready to see what this man can bring to the table. P.J. Williams, he's back with the full practice. Capacino, the defensive end, he's back at full practice again. And Peyton Turner's just limited, with his elbow. And I think one day he didn't practice or whatever. So the good thing is he's limited, which is good. So he's still practicing, so he should be good and good to go Sunday. And they'll probably put some probably like an elbow pad or something on him, to make sure his elbow don't get any injured, and they might not give him too much playing time just because of the injuries. But I'm gonna start with the number one thing that I believe the Saints should do. The number one thing we got to do this Sunday to absolutely win this game, and that's going to start with the O-line, y'all. The O-line and Jameis Winston, y'all, have to communicate better this game. That's the way for us to win. We got to have the O-line communicating with Jameis, calling these blitzes out, calling these, anything they see on the field, they need to call it out, to where we can run the ball down their throat and we can get these plays ass and set up for we can get Jameis Winston time to throw the ball, and he can, eat these people apart and just throw them downfield, especially with the play ass. And if we get our run game going, y'all, if we get the run game going, what do you think we're going to do with the play ass and going deep down the field, y'all? If I'm telling you, every team, most teams who don't have a running game, they look bad. Because if you can't run the ball and you can only throw the ball down the field, y'all, it's not going to last long, because your dude's going to get tired, especially your quarterback. He's eventually going to draw a pick or something, because you should be balancing. Your team should be balanced. You should be able to run the ball. You should be able to throw the ball. And your team on your defense need to be good. And that's what I like about the Saints. We well balanced all around. Just think about it. Starting at quarterback, you got a really good quarterback in Jameis Winston. You got a good running back in Alvin Kamara. And Tony Jones, like I said, he's stepping up too. I like Tony Jones with what he's been doing. I'm trying to think of something. So receiver-wise, the receivers need to step up for us, y'all. I think the receivers definitely need to step up for us, especially Mr. Callaway. Hoping they bring up Kenny Stills. Yeah, Kenny Stills. Hopefully they bring him up. Another thing that needs to happen is the O-line. Like I said, we got a really good balanced O-line. We just need them to step up this game. Like I said, get back to their normal selves. And then when you look on the defensive side, you got a good defense. You got a good D-line. You got Mr. Cameron Jordan. You got Payne Turner, the rookie. Look what he did on the line. You got Capacino from the Chiefs. You got Granderson, who still can hold it down. And then when you look at the D tackles, you got Malcolm Roach and you got Ringo in them. They stepping up and looking good. And then when you go to the linebackers, you got good linebackers in DeMario Davis and, Kawan. But, Kawan's on injured reserve right now. But you still got Zabon, who can play pretty dang good. And we should be able to see this weekend what Pete Werner can do, because he's finally back at practice with the full practices. So he should be back, and we should be able to see his debut. Then you move back into the cornerbacks over there. You got Lattimore. Hopefully he'll be back this game. Hopefully. But like we said, we don't want to rush him to where he's out for the rest of the year, right? So that's one thing you don't want to happen. You got Bradley Roby, who we traded for, who's going to be really good on his team. You got Mr. Paulson Adebo. You move over to the safeties. You got C.J. Gardner-Johnson, which I believe he's going to be back this week because he's full practice again, so he should be up to speed. You got Malcolm Jenkins. You got Marcus Williams. Like, we got players all over, y'all. All over defense. Our offensive line's one of the best O-line. Like I said, it didn't look like that last week. But like I said, we do have an injured McCoy who's been in that spot since he got here for the past 3 years. So we need to let Cesar Reese get a little caught up at center with that communication and stuff. And we're going to be back on the road with that good O-line. Like I said, you got one of the best running backs in the game. And just wait till Michael Thomas comes back, y'all. Everything's going to look so much smoother because everybody's going to be double teaming Michael Thomas. And then that means it's going to open up more looks for, my boy Callaway. It's going to open up more looks for Deontay Harris. It's going to open up a lot more looks for everybody. And if they do activate Kenny Stills up soon, I'm telling y'all, just think of that. Just think of this team. Michael Thomas, number 1. Then you have Kenny Stills at number 2. Number 3 will be Callaway or Deontay Harris, or even Twaquan if he comes back. So, we got a good squad with just a lot of injuries. So, but it's the NFL, right? It's just the next man, next up. But we got good depth to make wins and, move on by until everybody gets here. So, like I said, the first thing that we got to do to beat these Patriots is the O-line to step up with the communication with Jameis. We got to get our running game going again. We got to get Kamara rolling. We got to get Tony Jones running. We got to get these people off their feet and get them guessing that we're going to be a run play and hit them with these plays assassins and give Jameis, please give my boy Jameis some time to set his feet to where he can hit some of these deep balls like it's nothing. He can tear the defense apart. I'm telling y'all. And then on the defensive side, this is what we need to do. Our D-line, we just need to get some pressure and get to Matt Jones and welcome that man into the NFL with a few sacks. Tell him, welcome to the NFL. Sack him a few times. Put pressure on the young man because he's young, he's a rookie, and if you start pressuring him and you get pressure on him, I feel like he's going to be a little bit more scared. He's going to start maybe doing some bad throws and stuff. He's going to feel pressure. So that's what we need to do. And then also on defense, hopefully Pete Werner plays because I'm telling y'all, after watching his highlights and stuff and watching his highlights in college, he can play sideline to sideline like Kawhi. He can cover a running back, a linebacker, a tight end as a linebacker, a running back, a tight end, and a receiver if you need him to. Like I said, if you go look him up, go look at his highlights, go look at his play style, go look at his height, go look at his weight. This man is almost identical to Luke Kuechly. And there's one more thing that I really like about Pete Werner. Sean Payton even said it about him. This dude is one of the smartest guys he ever seen, at this linebacker position. He's just saying that Pete Werner is so smart he can read a defense. And that's what Luke Kuechly used to do, and that used to separate him from all the other linebackers back then. Because he can literally study the field. He knows where the play's going. He can see what's going on. And he was quick with it too. Luke Kuechly can go sideline to sideline, but if you looked at, Luke Kuechly's size, he didn't look like an average linebacker, right? And that's what I'm telling everybody. He literally reminds me. That's why I said Pete Werner really, really does remind me of Luke Kuechly. Just go look at his highlights, go look at everything, and you will see what I'm talking about. And I'm not saying it like, oh, he's going to play just like Luke Kuechly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's got the potential to play like him because of all the tools he has, because of his gameplay style, and because of his body. It's just the body size of him. So that's another thing. And another way to beat him this week is if we get pressure on the quarterback and make him throw the ball quicker, that makes it to where the receivers can't get open as easy. And that's going to help out our cornerbacks. And I'm telling y'all, our cornerbacks, like I said, hopefully we see Lattimore back. I'm hoping to see Lattimore. But like I said, don't rush them if we don't need to, right? I feel like Bradley Roby is going to still do good. Paulson Adebo is doing good. Just look at Bradley Roby right here. Just look at Bradley Roby and look what he's done. He got traded. He only practiced for 2 days last week. He only practiced with us twice. And this man only allowed 14 yards. Just wait till he gets his chemistry with the team. Just wait till he gets all that together. I'm telling you, we're gonna be looking sick. What's another guy on defense? Paulson Adebo, y'all. Paulson Adebo's been looking good for a rookie. And everybody thought he was looking bad last game. He wasn't. We just was not getting pressure on Sam Darnold on most of them pass plays. And when you don't get pressure on a quarterback, that quarterback, no matter what quarterback you are, that quarterback's going to eat on you. Why? Because the receivers got so much time to get open, because he's got so much time to pass. So that's why I said the way for us to beat these teams and the key to victory is for our O-line to protect us and get this running game started, and get the passing game. And then on the defensive side, it's basically just the same thing. It's just the line. The defensive line need to get it started for us. The D line need to get some pressure to where our cornerbacks are not running all over the dang place and letting these receiver eventually get open after them actually locking them down. It's just because the D line ain't putting pressure on the quarterback. So that's my key of winning this week. So y'all can put up in the chat and let me know. But I'm gonna start reading some people in the chat real quick. I see Mr. King Epps in here. What's up? What up, King Ep, man? I'm glad you made it home safe, bro. King Ep said you love the new logo. Thank you, man. I love it too. But don't forget, we did it together, bro. Art says, who that? Pretty cool, the new logo. Who made it? King Ep. No, I actually made it myself. Art, I made it myself while my boy was sleeping. My boy Keenan was here with me, like I said. He fell asleep, and I basically came up with the logo. But I did have some friends, and we were all sitting together, and we all decided what would be the best logo for me, right? What would be a good logo to stick to where eventually I can make merch with it and stuff like that. And I felt like my name is Hoodie Jube, and the reason why my name is Hoodie Jube is because it was just a name that I came up and I've been sticking with since high school. I made a little rap song before, just for the fun of it with some friends, and I was wearing a hoodie, and my last name is Jube, so I put it together and put Hoodie Jube, and that's how I came up with that. And I said, me and my friends were talking about it, they said, why don't you find a picture like that with a hoodie and make it look like you on the YouTube? So I got the laptop right there with the fleur-de-lis, and I made it into like a little badge logo or whatever, and it just says Hoodie Jube. So that's how I came up with that the other night while I was just laying in bed creating it. And the crazy part, if you probably won't believe me, this thing only took me like 20 minutes to make. So it's just some stuff that I can do. I can come up with stuff and create stuff pretty dang quick, and I can get it done quick too, just because in my mind, like that intro that y'all seen at the beginning when I started up the show, I got my dad's friend to do it earlier today before Nep left. I went to work, found out he finished the intro for me. I got home at 11 o'clock, 11:30 from work, got the intro downloaded to my computer, made the little, intro video, got it ready, and boom, went live. So I'm kind of getting the hang of everything to where I can start uploading more stuff and having it more accurate on here for sure. I'm really happy about it. King Nep. Who that Arch? Nah, Hoodie Jube did it. Yes, sir, I did it. So, Mr. Arch, since you're in the chat, what is your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts on the Patriots? Like, I went over what I think we need to do to get the win, but what do you think we need to do to get to win against the Patriots? What are your thoughts? Like, what do you think the Saints should do? And what is that number one thing? Like, what's the first thing you think the Saints should do that's going to give us a key and a big chance of this, winning this game easily? Do-do-do. Because, like me, Mr. Arch, I said it a few minutes ago. It's got to begin with the O-line, right? To me, to win this game, we got to start with the O-line because of what happened against the Panthers, right? Let's see, Mr. Arthur said it right here. Protect Jameis so he can establish the passing game. Exactly. And that's what I said. It starts with the O-line. If they can protect Jameis, right? If they can actually block for the run and they can get this running game going, it's going to open up more play action. And when Jameis does play action and when Sean Payton runs out those play action plays, them plays usually hit good, especially downfield and on them deep plays, usually about 30 yards and up. So, like I said, first it starts with that. Second, we need to get the run game going again because last week we got shut down with the run game. And then 3, it's going to be the passing because you got to start with the O-line. You got to start with the run game because you can't just let Jameis try to kill a team by himself. And then 3rd would be the passing game, right? And then 4th would be our defense, right? 4th, our defense just got to play great like they did, and they just got to get pressure on young Matt Jones. Just put pressure on that young quarterback. Make him fear us. Make him want to throw the ball away. Make him want to hurry up and get it out of his hand quicker because he don't want to get hit. So that's what we need to do. We need to put pressure on these Patriots. We need to definitely put pressure on Matt Jones. Get a few sacks on him and say, welcome to the NFL, man. That's what I want to see out of our Saints this weekend. Arch, that's my biggest concern. Yes. Yeah, that was my biggest concern. And that's why I said that's the number one thing on my list. It's this O-line. Because what happened last game, we can't allow that every game because that's what we're going to look like every single game if we don't protect the man, if we don't get the run game going. It's just going to look like that. It's going to look bad. So that was one thing that I felt like that's going to be the most important thing this weekend. Another thing you can say, I guess, will be important this weekend, we should be getting CJ Gardner-Johnson back. You know, a slot corner that you put over there in the nickel and stuff that he can actually, keep up with the running backs and stuff. He can actually tackle really good. He can read the play good, too, and he gets in people's heads and stuff. So that's what I like about him. Hopefully, we might get Lattimore back because he's been at practice. But, it doesn't mean he's going to play. Like I told everybody, don't rush the man. We don't want to rush the man back. We want him fully healthy. Because I feel like Bradley Roby and Paulson Adebo and Trufant, I feel like they can hold it down for us. The D-line, Peyton Turner's, a little injured with the elbow, so they limit him in practice. But he might be just limit practice just because, they trying to not hurt him for the game. So if that's the case, then he might not play as much like he did in the Panthers game. He might just rotate in and out a lot, probably with Capacino because he's got full practice now, so he's going to be back on the field. So our defensive line is going to be looking pretty good this week, I feel like, because you're going to have Peyton Turner, you're going to have Capacino, you're going to have Cameron Jordan out there. Your D-tackles, you're going to have Malcolm Roach, you're going to have Ringo and them switching out with side Tuttle and them. They looking really good. And then don't forget, you still got Granderson on the defensive end. So you still got some really good depth at the D-line. Linebackers, we should be able to get Pete Werner back, who can cover a running back, a tight end, and a receiver. That's another good person I like. I'm ready to see his NFL debut. So hopefully it's this week. And he's at full practice today. So that was another thing I was happy about with the injury reports. But just in case anybody missed the injury report earlier that I said, our injury report today was C.D. Deuce. He was back at full practice. Lattimore was limited practice. Trotmorton was limited practice. Pete Werner, full practice. P.J. Williams, full practice. Peyton Turner, limited. And Capacino, full practice. So everybody was practicing and everything. The only person on the injury report that did not practice was Eric McCoy with his calf injury. So let's just pray that Cesar Ruiz and Jameis got their communication better, and this O-line looks great. That's all we can hope for, y'all. So, everybody in here, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any thoughts on the game this weekend? Y'all have any, any thoughts on maybe what the score might be this weekend? What y'all think, Jameis might do? What do you think his stats are going to be like? Do you think he's going to throw picks? Do you think he's going to throw no picks this game? So, what is everybody's thoughts in here so far on this game? What are y'all thoughts on this game? Let's see, Mr. Arch. The logo was good work. What's next? Question mark. Improving internet connection and audio quality will be important too. Yeah, eventually, once I save some money up a little bit for all this, I feel like the next thing, yes, will probably be my internet connection. I just gotta get out of here to upgrade my internet connection. I gotta literally get out this apartment because I'm only allowed to have the certain internet, but I got the highest internet possible for this. So, like I said, I just gotta wait a whole another year to get out of this place and then get me a home and get me a place that actually has the best internet. Where I can have options instead of having to be stuck with this. And the audio quality, yes, I just gotta find me a mic that fits my laptop perfectly. I bought one a while back that just don't fit the damn laptop, so gotta get rid of that. Get me a new one. So definitely, I'm gonna be working on all of that because that definitely is important, in a video. Saints01 said, "Let's go." What up, Saints01, man? How you doing today? You doing good today, man? And I'm gonna ask you this question: what is your thoughts, man? What do you think the number one thing we gotta do this weekend to win? Me and Mr. Arch already said it. We think the number one thing we gotta do to win, the number one thing, is the O-line, right? O-line's gotta block. O-line's gotta open up that running game, and O-line's gotta have that good communication. They gotta read the defense this week. They gotta read it and know what's coming. But what are your thoughts, Saints01? What you think? Hey, Mr. Arch, I know you're in here right now. Quick question: did you see the intro that I made? Did you get to see it, or you wasn't in here when I started the intro? And I'm gonna read Saints01 while I wait for you to respond. Saints01 said, "Let's go online. Need to step up communication. Let's go. Oh, okay. O-line needs to step up communication, and the wide receivers need to get open. True." But I understand your point where the receivers do need to get open, but I felt like they couldn't get open last week, regardless, right? I mean, how are they going to get open if everything in play, as soon as we hiked the ball, the quarterback was already getting rushed? It was like he didn't even have time to look for a receiver, and some of these receivers could have been open, but we just don't know because he was getting sacked already. So, like I said, everything starts with this O-line, for sure. Saints01, defense needs to cause pressure. Definitely. Like I said in here earlier, the defensive line need to put that pressure on Matt Jones since he's a rookie and get this man to freak out a little bit in the backfield. They need him to throw the ball out early. He needs to get him to get scared and just want to get rid of it, because if he does, we might make him fumble, or we can make, some turnovers on the interceptions if he might throw it to the wrong person, So we just need to put some pressure on him, sack him a few times, and get him and say, "Welcome to the NFL, Matt Jones." That's what we need to do. And since you're in here saying so one too, what you hear earlier to see the intro, my new intro when I start? Because I wasn't sure if you was in here or not. You might have been, but you might have just came in here. Art says, haven't seen an intro, but not sure. Laugh out loud. Gotcha. Because I'm saying, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to wait to see if 601 replied to see if he says he's seen it. Because if y'all both haven't seen it, I'm going to hurry up and just play it real quick. It's like 30 seconds, and I'll let y'all see it real quick, and then it'll kick back on, with me talking to y'all. But I know you haven't seen it, so I can definitely play it for you. I just want to make sure we're Saints on one. I wanted to see if he didn't see it yet tonight before I hit the start button for y'all. Saints 01, let me know if you've seen it. By the way, the intro that I'm about to show you is made by my dad's best friend, like one of his good close friends from work. He's a ring announcer, y'all, for UFC fighting and stuff like that. So I thought it would be cool for him to make an intro for me with the way he introduces people. So he did that for me, and I'm about to show you the intro. Like I said, I haven't seen Say So One comment since to let me know, so I'll probably just start it up anyway and let y'all see it real quick. And then let me know your thoughts on it, Mr. Arch. Like I still got a lot of work to it. I just got home, and I just basically, downloaded everything and try to make a quick video just to make the intro, just to test it out on this live podcast. And like I said, it's only going to get better because I'm going to change everything sooner or later. But this was just just a start to it, right? It's just the start of it. So let me show you the video real quick, Mr. Arch.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
And boom, there's the intro, Mr. Arch. So what you think? I mean, I already know what Neptune's thinking over here. I already know what King Nep's thinking. He said, yeah, baby, because he loved it, man. While he was down here, he enjoyed it. So, and I had to show it to him before I started my live to see what was his thoughts, and he loves it so far. So, what's your thought, Mr. Arch? Say so one if you're in here still. What's your thoughts on the intro? And just let me know what y'all think about it. As soon as I just played that, somebody just joins up in here, huh? Somebody just joined. Welcome to the live podcast. We're missing a lot of people, but hey, it is late at night, so that's probably why we're missing a lot of people. People probably already asleep. And I know everybody was in Mr. TJ's podcast earlier because I was watching his on my way home from work, and when I got home, and then as soon as his ended, I got mine started up. But everybody must have went to bed already. They said they tired because we did have a big long day yesterday with Hoodie Jube going live with Mr. Big Q yesterday, which I was really happy about. Like I said, that was one of the best birthdays ever. King Nut came down, surprised me, had a big live podcast with him, just between me and him doing it. And then another thing was, like I said, Big Q brought me on, and I got to talk to him. I got to talk to the NOLA Bros. I got to talk to a lot of people, and it was just so much fun. And that was probably one of the best birthdays I ever had. So, like I said, it was so much fun. And the other thing was, y'all, if y'all wasn't in here earlier, all I wanted was to reach 200, right? 200 subscribers. Tell me why I went and looked at my subscribers today, and all my subscribers, it says when I got off today at work, it says I was at 223. Earlier today when I woke up this morning, I was only at 207. So there we go, you know what I'm saying? I finally reached the goal I wanted for my birthday, and it's only going to get bigger from here. It's only going to get better. Let's see what Art says. Laugh out loud. Somehow funny, but it's like a one-time intro. As you can't win always. As you can't win always the tickets. Let's see. What you mean by that? What you mean, Mr. Art? What do you mean you can't always win the tickets? King Nat said that was such a great podcast. Yes, I know it was a great podcast, especially with Big Q. And then the other great podcast was just you and me, bro. That was fun. Green's up in here. What's up, Green, man? Hoodie, I'm late, homie. We're setting up my new TV, bro. Hey, don't worry about it. You here. That's the only thing that counts, right? You here. And yeah, what King Nep said. Like, me and King Nep's kind of confused. What you mean, Arch? Like, what you mean? What were you trying to say with the ticket situation for us? Let me know if I can kind of maybe explain it to you. Maybe we both were have a misunderstanding or something. King up, Damien, what it do? Yes, what it do, Damien? What's poppin', King Up? Yeah, what's up? What's poppin', King Up? And Damien Green's in here finally. So Damien, while you in here, my bro, what is your number one thing that the Saints have to do to win? Me, Arch, Saints 01, we all talked about it while you was out. We all said we think the number one thing to do, like the number one thing we have to do this weekend to win, is the O-line need to communicate better with Jameis. They need to create a hole for the running game. We got to get this running game back up before we can use our play action and get Jameis' passing game going. That's what we came up with. And like King Net says right here, he's finally back in Miami. Yes, he is. Glad you made it safe, my bro. Damian Green said, what I missed. Hey, you missed the injury reports we went over, which I can always repeat it for you, my bro. And we basically kind of went over what we think, like what we think, basically what we think we need to do this weekend to beat the Patriots. Art says, winning a ticket is part of the intro, isn't it? So you want to play this always in the beginning. Yeah, that's always going to be in the beginning because, winning a ticket, like I said, it's going to be, I'm going to be buying all the tickets to the home games and bringing lucky subscribers. So that's always going to be in my intro. I'm just talking about, like, the pictures and stuff. I kind of just drew that in. The intro with the guy speaking and introducing me, that's my dad's friend, and he's good at it, right? Being a ring announcer. So he introduced it. He put a little script together. I told him what I wanted to be said, and he scripted in his own way and said it like that. And then I kind of just put, like, random photos in there and stuff and made a little short video when I got home to go with it, just for now, to where I get that sucker fixed up and it looks beautiful. Right now, it's just kind of like a little scratch and just kind of just test it out on a live podcast just to see how it looks for the first time. But me and Nep really like it. Like I said, I just got to fix some of the, like, probably the beginning of the video. That's the only part I really need to fix. But yes, it's always going to be this. It's always going to be the same voice. It's always going to be that same thing. It's just the pictures and the video part. I just got to fix that. Art says, laugh out loud, don't ask me. I'm just here so I don't get fined. What do you mean get fined? You ain't going to get fined, man. Damian Green, he says, I agree with that, but the good news is people are getting healthy. Yes. They read you the reports from today. CD Deuce back at practice, the full practice though. Lattimore still limited, from yesterday and today. Stratmon, he's still limited like yesterday, still limited practice. Pete Warner though moved up to full practice today. Great, we might finally be able to see his debut and see what this man can bring to the table for us. PJ Williams, full practice. Happy about that. Peyton Turner, limited practice. And I think they said Peyton Turner's limited practice was basically on his elbow. He should be able to go Sunday, which is a good thing. And then Capacino, full practice. Back at the practice, full practice. Excited about it. Love it. And the only other thing on the injury report is this Eric McCoy, did not practice again because of his calf. I don't know if this man's gonna be out for a while and stuff. I don't really know. So Mr. Arch up in here saying he can teach Neptune some German words. But yeah, hey Green, did you join in time when I did my little intro, or was you not in here in time? Just let me know if you was in here in time, because if you're not, it's cool. Like I said, I can always replay like I did for everybody else, because they didn't get to see it earlier, because we only had a few people in here at a time. We probably had like 2 of us maybe in here earlier. And then everybody started coming in a little bit, so I replayed it for y'all. But yeah, comment in here on Green and let me know if you've seen it tonight. Because if you haven't, I'll replay it for you real quick. Live. He said, nope. I just came in like 5 minutes ago. Didn't see it. Gotcha, bro. About to play it right now for you. Ready? It's about to start in 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
And there you go, Green. That's the intro. I'm going to keep the same voice, the same intro. The only thing is, like I said, I'm going to just maybe change up the pictures a little bit and the video and kind of timing a little bit better, make it look better. But that was me basically when I just got home late at night from work and tried to put it together, really quick before I can start it. So, Green says, I'm digging that, bro. Thank you, man. That's my dad's friend that he does ring announcement for like UFC and stuff. So I told my dad it would be cool, right? And he said he agrees it will look cool with him announcing me and having an intro. So me and him agreed on it, and we thought it was really cool. So thank you, Mr. David, again, if you are watching this video. I'm going to probably play this over millions of times tonight just to look at it to see what I can do to change it. And play it a million of times just because it sounds so freaking cool. Just to have your name getting shouted out like a ring announcer, It's just so cool. So, I don't know where all my people are at tonight, but at least Mr. Green's in here, Arch, Nep, Saints 01 was in here for a little bit. But at least we got some people. So, Green said, nice, question mark. No, maybe not nice, right? It's fire. It's not nice. It's fire. It's fire. But what I'm really excited for is next Sunday. Not this Sunday. Yeah, this Sunday is gonna come first. Let's get the Patriots out of here and blah blah blah. Get our win. But I'm really excited about next weekend. Next weekend, we go to the Giants game with 2 of my subscribers. So ready. So ready. So hyped. Just ready to go to the game. And then I remember Green saying it, and like I said, I told everybody yesterday on Big Q's podcast, Greens is a full-time subscriber to me now. He always wants to be in here, and he's showing the love right now. And I really do appreciate that, Green. And me and him was talking on one of my live podcasts a while ago, and he says, hey, when you go to any Saints games, after any of the games, hit him up. Let him know where we're going to go get some food. He wants to meet me, grab some food with us, have some drinks, and basically just talk some football and meet the dang Who Dat Nation, right? And that's what I like about people, man. It's just gotta be like this, and that's what I like about it, and that's why I do this. And this from here on, the subscribers is gonna get bigger and bigger. The names that I gotta put on this wheel is gonna get bigger and bigger. Everything's just gonna get so much bigger. It's gonna be so much fun, and I'm gonna be able to go with a lot of my subscribers. It's gonna be so much fun going with a lot of people to the Saints games. That's what I'm just really excited about. That's why I said I'm so happy for next Sunday, because I already bought my tickets. I bought 6 of them. It's gonna be me, my girl, my best friend, his girlfriend, and then my 2 subscribers. And like I said, my one friend is buying one of the subscribers' tickets, and I'm buying one of the subscribers. So that's what I like about it. But he don't want to be introduced. He don't want to be recognized because, he just don't like that. He just wants to help my channel grow because he's like a brother to me, best friend, brother. So that's why I'm doing that. It's going to be really nice. Green said, I really appreciate you showing love like that yesterday, bro. No problem, Green. Anytime. Like I said, y'all show love to me. I show love back. Green also said, no, I love the intro. I know. I love the intro too. Like I said, I just got to fix it up a little bit with the pictures or something. Maybe put something a little bit better. But that was literally me just getting home and trying to put that together in like 20 minutes before the show started. And I got it on here. So I was glad to get that done. Tess says, the new intro is looking nice. Yes, it is. I really like it. And not really like it. I'm gonna say love it, like Green said. But welcome to the chat, Tess. Where you been? Y'all been sleeping? Everybody was sleeping? Because everybody was missing. But hey, y'all loading in a little bit later, but it's okay though. But how you doing tonight, Tess? You doing good? And like Green said, you got the eyes on tears. And she said, Damien, what's good with it? Hey, we all good up in here, just talking and chilling. King Nep is in here with us. He's back in Miami, Florida, safe at home, which is good. Glad he had a good flight. And then she said, Tess, hey, King Nep, how you like Big Q's show? Hey, he said when he was there, he said he loved the show. He loved it. And another thing, he said he liked the, me and him was just talking the other night when we got off the podcast, Tess. We said we both liked the Nola Bro. They were just so chill and cool. And especially Till. Till's got that energy and just like, he's got the hype. You know, he brings the hype in you when you're talking to Till and stuff. And that's what I like about it. DC was cool too to talk to about the football and stuff. And that was just so much fun. And the number one thing I really liked about Big Q, about that podcast, was when he says, don't you ever say that out your mouth again that you're not going to be on the show again. You part of the family of this Saints tank, so you will be back on here. And that's what made my day last night when he said that, knowing that eventually I will be back on that live show and him talking about Saints football. And it's just so fun talking about it with him. Trust me, I enjoyed my birthday for sure. And while everybody's in here, a lot of people might have missed it earlier. All I wanted was 200 subscribers. Remember, Miss Texas? All I wanted was 200. 200 subscribers. That's all I was asking about. And what we did, I went to bed with 205 people last night. 205. We reached my limit that I wanted for my birthday. So I got my birthday wish, right? But they kept coming. Why? I wake up, 205 people, right? I go to work and stuff. I get off of work. I was currently at 223 when I got home today from work tonight. 223. So I gained about 18 more people. Literally 18 more people. I was just out doing stuff today and at work. So everybody's showing the love, and I'm so glad. And it's just really nice that everybody's, showing that love. Green said, Tess, I just got here like 10 minutes ago. We're setting up my new TV. Yep, he was setting up his new TV. But like I said, it's okay to miss my stuff because I can always go back over it with y'all. And we're just going to make this podcast even longer. So it's cool. Tess says, doing good. I didn't even make it to my main gig tonight. So making it here was a big stretch. I'll be here for a few. Yeah, Miss Tess, as long as you in here with us, that's the best thing, though. As long as y'all in here just showing a little bit of support. And like I said, I appreciate y'all supporting me over here. And I appreciate y'all supporting me last night. I seen all y'all chats in there putting in the chat saying, get me, go to subscribe to the channel. This man trying to get the 201st birthday. He's so much away. Y'all showing so much love. And like I said, there's nothing I can say in words of other than saying I really appreciate y'all. I love y'all, Who Dat fam. Definitely. Green said, hey Hoodie, you and Nep are longtime friends. Yes, we longtime friends. We met probably 10, not even 10 probably, y'all. Probably like 15 years ago when we was young. We was playing video games. If y'all really want to know the game is that we was playing Gears of War 1. The first Gears of War. We was playing the game together. And we were playing online, and that's when we just connected as friends. Just as a tag team, just wanting to whoop everybody's butts on those games. And probably maybe 4 or 5 years down the road after meeting him, on the game, I actually met him in person in Florida because I went on a trip with my family, and he literally lived probably 15 minutes away where we were staying. So I got to meet him in person. It was so cool. It was so much fun. And then I haven't seen him in person since, so it's been another 10 years since I've seen him. And next thing you know, he came over here and surprised me for my birthday, and that was one of the best birthday gifts probably this week. I'm not gonna lie, one of the best was Big Q going on a live, but there's nothing that's gonna beat my beating my boy surprising me, and that's my brother surprising me. So I don't think nothing's better than that. Ted says, I saw the yelled on Big Q show, Alan. Hope it will eventually make a difference. I know. I seen you shouting me out like it was nothing, and it's definitely gonna make a big difference. Just look, like I said, I went from having 140, 120, the other day. And then right before we started the show, I was at 153. I was at 153 before I started the show. By the time, it's probably, like today makes 24 hours since the video has been, since that live podcast happened. And I'm at 223. I'm literally 30 more away from almost making 100 in over 24 hours. 100. That's a lot to have in one full day. And that tells you that people are subscribing, people are loving the content, and that shows you that y'all was in there showing the love and getting these people to come in here. And that's what I said. I can't say nothing more than say I love y'all, and I really do appreciate y'all for what y'all doing. Let's see. Art said, yes, I know. Much love. Thank you. Tess asking my boy Green, are you finished with the TV setup yet? Yeah, are you finished with the TV setup? We all need to know. Thank you for the correction. Oh yeah, I forgot y'all speaking like German or something, huh? Tess says I'm gonna have to teach Art some yet. But Miss Tess, I was glad you came in here in time to watch the intro. The intro, like I said, that was probably one of my favorite things that probably happened today. Was my dad's friend answering the phone, listening to what I wanted on my intro. He wrote it down. I sent it to him, and he just wrote it how he wanted to. I didn't even wrote it like that. He wrote it that, and the intro was probably one of the best things. I was glad you was in here to see that. I'm glad everybody got to see it, and most likely, since everybody loves the intro, probably before I end my podcast, I'll play that sucker one more time, and before I head out, because it was just so nice to look at. Hey, Green says, hey, Hoodie, I believe this will be a close game going to the Patriots. Bill is the GOAT, and he's good at taking your best player away. If the O-line don't step up, it will be a long day. Hope not. Yeah, the Patriots are good. Like I told everybody, this is a team not to play around with, especially their defense. Their defense is legit. But the only thing is that you got to question is their offense. Their offense is not the best high-power offense, They got a rookie quarterback in Matt Jones. They got really no receiving core. The only thing that's really good in the receiving is basically their tight end, right? Their tight end is the only thing that's really decent on their team. So, I don't know. I mean, if you want to say that, like I said, Bill Belichick knows what he's talking. He knows how to coach, especially defensive side. That's where he's smart. He's definitely smart on the defensive side. But like I said, it all starts with the O-line this weekend, right? We need communication. We need to open up the run game for our boy Kamara and Tony Jones. That's going to open up play action for Jameis and them, and it's going to open up deep passes down the field. And that's all we need is time for Jameis to kill this team. He just needs to tear this defense apart, but he needs the time to do it. So, and then like on the other side, on the defensive side, our D-line just need to get pressure on the quarterback, because no team, like any team you play with, if you put pressure on them, you most likely will win that game, because you're going to have them folding. You're going to have them scared behind the line, because they can't do nothing and they're getting pressure. Like Jameis was looking last week, we couldn't do nothing. But let me read some of these comments too. Tess said, Hoodie Jube, I took a peek in the wee hours of the morning and saw that you were over 200 even before you started. Thank you. Like I said, thank all y'all for sharing me and motivating me, and basically just being in there, telling everybody in Big Huge podcast. And then Mr. Jerry, with the way he shows the love, he was in that chat telling me to go to WDN chat line. They go to Dares. I went to Dares last night too, and they showed the love over there to have me on their podcast, and I talked to them for a little bit, and it was so much fun. Like I said, everybody was so in love, and I love it. Green says, Tess, yeah, just finished drinking some protein, about to get a late night workout. Hey, he's always working out. I might have to start doing that with you, Graham. I might have to start working out, lifting some weights. Art says, I just wanted to hear it from Hoodie, but he don't like to pronounce it. Okay, back to Saints football. Yeah, I'm not the best at pronouncing, things. Ted saying, laughing, hee hee. Translation, those three people over there. Gotcha. Green says, remember Hoodie, the Saints sometimes make a rookie look like a 5-year vet at times, but hopefully them days are over with. Yes, hopefully. Hey, maybe we'll turn these receivers into some vets this weekend. Maybe Callaway might get open finally. Maybe, they'll activate Kenny Stills to the roster to where we can use some veteran depth at receiver, and he maybe move to number one receiver. And people will focus on him too much and not open more space for Callaway and them. But we just got to see, because I haven't seen nothing yet about Kenny Stills being activated. But I did see them working around, what you want to call it, they've been working around the cap space and getting people's, contracts and turning it into, what you want to call it, they turn it into a signing bonus to where we can save some money in cap space. So they got something up their sleeve. I don't know if they signing a contract for Kenny Stills or they making that space because we got somebody we're about to sign that we just don't know about and nobody knows about yet. But they definitely created some cap space for something, because they're not doing it just for the fun of it. They're doing it for something. Tess asks Green, do you ever sleep, Damien? Do you ever sleep, my guy? We got T Dirty in here. He said, what's up, Hoodie? What's up, my Hoodie family? What up? We just up in here just talking Saints football, talking about what we think we should do. And what's the number one thing on your mind that we need to do to beat the Patriots, right? So, Dirty, what's on your mind? What is your number one thing you think that needs to happen? I mean, I'm going to tell you what everybody else in here so far said. Everybody else in here said the number one thing we need to do to beat the Patriots is going to start with the O-line, right? O-line looked like booty cheeks last week. And the only way to beat the Patriots this week, especially with the good defense they have, we have to start with the O-line, with the communication. Make sure you're communicating good with Jameis. Make sure you're reading the field better. Open up the lane for the running game. We have to get our running game back. If we don't get our running game, it's going to be a tough game. So we need to get our running game back, and that's going to open up the field where you can do play action with Jameis and them and hit people downfield deeper. And I'm telling you, it's just going to open up so much more for the passing game, and that's what we really need. And Dirty says it right here. The O-line, he agrees. It's the O-line. Everybody knows because of how bad the King was last week. It was just so bad, the O-line. It's like, we have to look good. The only way to look good is for the O-line. And I tell everybody, it starts with it. It starts with your O-line on offense, and it starts with the line on the defense. Because your defensive line's got to get pressure too. At the end of the day, you have to get pressure on no matter who you're playing. I don't care if he's a rookie quarterback and he sucks, but if you don't put pressure on a rookie quarterback, he's going to tear you apart because you're not putting pressure on the people. So like I said, it starts with the O-line, making sure Jameis don't get pressured, make sure you get that running game going, and then it starts with the D-line. You need to put pressure on them and get these people scared. Make them, scared and drove stuff a little bit quicker. Green said, did the Panthers win tonight? Yeah, they won. They won. They didn't win big, though, but let me say it like this. They won, but they lost. And the reason why I say they won, but they lost. The reason why I say that, okay, Chris McCaffrey went out like in the first half with a hamstring injury, never returned because he was hurt. And then J.C. Horn at the end of the game, they said supposedly he had some injury where he broke his foot. So now they might be losing J.C. Horn a little bit, their rookie cornerback that they just drafted. So that's not a good thing. Dirty said, needs to keep Jameis upright. I know. We just need to keep him protected, keep him motivated, keep him going good. Make him look like the O-line, the defense, everybody needs to play like we did against the Packers. And I know we can play at that level because we did it against the Packers, man. We did it against the former MVP last year. Freaking Aaron Rodgers and them. So if we did it, we can do it again. And like I said, I felt like we just had so many injured players. And that one key player that you really need on that O-line is McCoy. He's been there the longest. He knows he can read the defense better than Cesar Ruiz, because Cesar Ruiz just been guard. He ain't been center in the NFL right now. So, like I said, we're going to see what he can do this week, and we're going to show that man and give him a second chance against this Patriot defense. And you know the Patriots defense is good. So we got to see if Cesar Ruiz can hold it up against these people. And I think they can, y'all. I think Cesar Ruiz can step up. I seen his college highlights. I know this man can do it. So let's see what he can do. We got Tess. Okay, let's get down to it. The Saints versus Pats games. And in no particular order. Number one, communication and protections. Totally agree with you. With the crowd noise. Yes, we got to get the crowd noise out of there. The O-line couldn't hear a lot of Jameis calls. I know. But they gotta get that noise out of their head. You know, they gotta kill the noise. They gotta just let it go from one ear to the other. They gotta let it out. They gotta act like they don't even hear it, which they can. Some people can tune it out, but we gotta have those right people that can do it. Welcome to the live podcast, Slim South, man. Welcome. He said we gotta take care of the football. Most importantly, yes, we gotta take care of it. No turnovers. No fumbles, no interceptions. You never know. This game might be one of those games that we played against the Patriots in game one. This game can get out of control with us just whooping the crap out the Patriots because we took such a bad butt whooping last week against the Panthers. They might actually step up and show up this week. It can happen. Because like I said, what if the O-line says, you know what, we got our communication back, and they just kill the Patriots defensive line? What if they just hold the protection so much for Jameis, he's got all the time on the rail, and he just tears that defense apart, and he tears the secondary apart. What if he does that? What if Kamara balls out, gets him a 100-yard rushing game this season, and gets him a few touchdowns on the ground or in the air on receiving? What if our defense steps up and plays like they did against the Packers, get to the quarterback like it's nothing, cover really good where nobody's open? We can easily beat the Patriots. Like I said, the Patriots are a good team. But where they best at, the only reason why this Patriot team is good is because of their defense and because of Bill Belichick. That's the only thing I see about them being really good. And the only other thing I see on offense that's good, their O-line is pretty solid, and their tight ends. The new tight ends they got. But the number one thing that they really are good at is because of Bill Belichick and the defense. That's the only thing that makes them good every year. Picking and flicking, our O-line got ran through like a cheap prostitute. They did. They got ran over last week. Like I said, we can change it though. This week, I feel like they're going to practice a lot more on the communication. They're going to make sure they don't do that because Sean Payton ain't going to allow that type of play. Tess says first and second down, consistencies. And yeah, they got to do what they did like they did in week one with this first down and second down where we're just getting first downs on the first down play. We're getting first down on second down. Just keep the chain moving and keep moving the ball down the field like we did. The Packers game was so perfect, y'all. We was moving the ball down the field so freaking great. And even when we had third down, those are only third down in inches, first down. Easy. That's what we need to. And she also said if we aren't consistent and efficient on first and second downs, we'll be forced into too many thirds and long. Yes. And another thing, we cannot have a lot of penalties like we did against the freaking Panthers. That was so many stuff we went through to try to do. It was so bad, y'all. Saints 01 in here. Bro, what up, Saints 01? How you doing tonight, bro? Saints 01 says he's back in here till I go off. Thank you, man. I'm glad you're back in here till I go off. Hopefully, most of the people in here will be in here till then. I know Miss Tess said she was going to be in here for a little bit longer for right now. Beat them at the LOS until, yes, we definitely. I'm telling you, we just got to beat. I felt like the Panthers beat us. I felt like we beat ourselves. Why? We beat ourselves with penalties. We beat ourselves with the O-line looking like freaking crap because you just couldn't do no protections. And we beat ourselves with injuries. It's like I told TJ earlier, I'm going to give y'all Panthers fans and I'm going to give y'all Panther Nation the credit because, hey, y'all are 3-0 now. But I tell them and I tell the media, don't get too hyped. It's the beginning of the season. Y'all played the damn Jets in week 1. Week 2, y'all played an injured Saints team. You didn't play no Michael Thomas and Traquan Smith. You didn't play with the starting center and Eric McCoy there. And you didn't, play against our boy C.J. Garner-Johnson, who would easily lock up CMC. You didn't play against Kawan, who's one of the best linebackers right next to Demario Davis. You didn't play against one of the best cornerback we got on the team in Lattimore. So like I said, they need to chill a little bit, and then you go play the Texans, who supposed to have Deshaun Watson, but he wants out. So they didn't even play Tyrod Taylor because he's hurt. So they played their third-string quarterback, and they barely beat him. The game was like close to the freaking fourth quarter. So I try to tell these people, calm y'all nerves. I know y'all happy about y'all Panthers wins. Like I said, I'm going to give y'all the credit because, hey, y'all already know. You got to give credit where they do. They all winning. And it's not their problems, right? It's not our problem that, it's not their fault that our people got hurt, right? But at the same time, don't get overhyped, Panthers fan. Don't get overhyped, media, and try to say Panthers one of the best teams because they 3-0. They not. They just playing the crappy teams right now. Let's see. Scroll down a little bit. Read something else from Texas. Said number 4, cut down on the penalties. Yes, like we said, cut down on these penalties, please. Number 5, take their weapons away. Yes, like I said, I think their only weapon on offense would be their tight ends, their receiver. I mean, who's their number 1 receiver on their team, y'all? Who? Is it N'Keal Harry that they were playing on training? Is he the only one that's like really their starting receiver right now? Like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know who their weapons are really. The tight end's the only one that sounds like big names on the team. And like Ted says, and yes, protect that football like it's your baby. Yes, they need to protect the football. No turnovers this game. And that'll be wonderful. No turnovers at all. If we have no turnovers, barely no penalties, the O-line looks good, and actually let the running game, go through and everything, open up the passing game, and the defense just play good, it's an easy win for us. It's just a win for us, but we don't know. We got to see how they play Sunday. Ted asked Slim, how you doing? How you doing, Slim? You doing good? Saints01 says, well, I want to go click on it, my boy, and the thing just scroll down. Saints01, I want Kenny Stills to be on the active roster before Sunday. Me too. Like I said, they were changing everybody's contract, taking a lot of their salaries and making it into signing bonus and stuff. So I don't know if they're about to sign Kenny Stills, to like a nice little contract or whatever and sign him to the after roster because they like what they see, or if they sign some other player that we just don't know about that's about to come in and just the media hasn't caught up with it yet. I don't know. So maybe it's another veteran receiver they're bringing in, or another veteran cornerback, or something. I don't know what they're doing. Like I said, we still got Austin Reeder. Maybe they're trying to make money to bring Austin Reeder up to the regular roster to where you got to pay him and bring up Kenny Stills and pay him. So maybe that's why they've been cutting their salaries and making it into signing bonus to the people who are not really playing. And Slim South said he's doing good. How's everybody else doing? I think everybody's doing great so far, right? We're in the chat talking about some Saints football. And you in here with the boy, Hoodie Jube. Green in here. Me personally, I truly believe missing all our coaches was a big problem. Not saying we would have won, but it would have been more competitive, and the Panthers always play us tough. Facts, yes. Missing our coaches is definitely a big problem, but also another big problem, like I said, was literally injuries killed us. The injuries killed us. Just think how that game would have turned out, y'all. How would this game turned out if it would have been, literally, how do you think the game would have turned out if we would have had Michael Thomas on the field? We would have had Traquan Smith on the field. And then you would have Callaway with them, Deontay Harris and all of them. You just have all of them. And we did have Kenny Stills on the press squad. We just didn't activate him. So just think if Kenny Stills on the field, they would have did that. Just think if you would have had your starting center McCoy that knows how to communicate at the line and stuff, knows how to protect really good. That O-line's so smooth with McCoy at center. So what do you think would happen if that would happen? What do you think would happen on defense? We would have had Kwan back at linebacker. We would have had Marcus Davenport putting pressure on that side. Even though Peyton Turner looked good, Marcus Davenport would have still made a difference. C.J. Garner-Johnson, I felt like was the most missing piece we needed on defense. Could they line him up with Chris McCaffrey and send him anywhere CMC goes, he goes. And since we picked up C.J. Garner-Johnson and they put him on CMC hasn't had like a game with a total number of 70 yards since he's been in the league, since he's played us, because of C.J. Gardner-Johnson plays so good. And then you're missing, one of our best cornerbacks, Lattimore, with a hand injury. So, it's just stuff that happens. But like I said, it's injuries. It's the NFL. It's the next man up. We got to have people stepping up, right? Tess says, we'll see. Saints on 1. I think if Austin Reeder is elevated to the roster, Stills may not play. If we keep Reese at center, Stills could be activated to the squad. Don't quote me, though. True. Maybe we can find a way to activate both of them. Because like I said, what if Cesar Reese goes down? Then you can activate, and then you can have Austin Reeder in as a backup, So I feel like we do need to activate all these people. We need to activate Stills and activate Austin Reeder before we can, have depth at center. We can have depth at receiver, especially Stills. I feel like he can make a true impact right away with us. Saints on 1 said, let's get a call in the chat. Let's go, Hoodie Jube. Hey, I can probably do a call in here. Let me see. Like I said, it's going to be my first time trying to do a call in. But let me see real quick. But let me just read through the chats real quick. And then I'm going to try to see if I can invite somebody on here. So I'm trying to read everybody because the crowd's getting a little bit bigger right now. So we got more people joining in. Welcome to the Live Podcast, everybody. Dirty said, hopefully the refs don't screw us over. They hate the Saints. Yes, everybody hates the Saints. The refs are going to always be against us. But, hey, at the end of the day, how many games did we win the last 4 years? We had a winning season, even though the refs still try to screw us over with the Saints. It's somehow so good that we still beat the refs and the team. Isaiah Washington. I think he meant Hoodie. I'm finally here. Well, welcome, man. Welcome, Isaiah. Glad you're in here, man. Like he said, the line sucked. Yes, that O-line stunk. And Tess says, the line of scrimmage and the time of possession, yes. Like I said, we got to kill it at everything. If we do what we did with the Packers, where we held the ball, literally, for 30, 40 minutes of the damn game, we can win, because if we got the ball that long, we're doing good. So, like she said, we just got to kill with the offensive line, that line of scrimmage, time of possession. That really does matter in the NFL. If you got the ball for 40 minutes, there's no way you should be losing. If you got the ball that long, that means you're doing something right on offense. Let's see. Art said the $8 million Houston paid for Roby this year still reduced our salary cap, right? I believe so, because they paid that off for us for, I think, a third-round pick. That's why we drew in a third-round pick for him, because they paying that off. So basically, for our salary cap for him this year is basically only $1 million. It's basically like a veteran deal contract for us, which is pretty damn good. That says he's doing fine up in here talking to Mr. Slim. Dirty. I think he's trying to agree with me about the Panthers. They're weak, 3-0. Yes, it's a weak. Like I said, they've been playing a lot of weak teams. And they played us when we were weak and injured. So I'm just ready to see that rematch when everybody's healthy. And like Tess says, Isaiah, welcome. And yes, sure, the O-line stunk it up. They stunk it up. Clean up. I'm back in here. My phone now. It's cool, man. Everybody's phone be dying. Everybody be doing something. It's cool, though. Isaiah telling Tess, thank you. My boy Green said, welcome back, King Nep. Yes, sir. Welcome back. King Nep says it. He's a Dolphins fan. He even said it. The Patriots aren't like that. They ain't ready. Like I said, I don't think they're ready for the comeback that we were ready to show off because of what happened to us against the Panthers. And like King Nep said, appreciate you. Yep, hey, King Nep, we appreciate you. Especially with that live podcast we did while you was down here. That was fun. Isaiah said Cam needs to show up. Yes, Cameron Jordan needs to show up. We need Cameron Jordan to show up. Please, Cameron Jordan. Where is your old self at? Please show up. sometimes my start's been, I feel like maybe Cam Jordan getting a little bit older. Maybe he's not his, same self. But every year he starts off slow and then he just shows up out of nowhere, right? But we need him to be consistent every game. And we haven't seen that in a little bit. So hopefully he starts it up this game and plays like it the rest of the year. Let's see. Saints 01 said, let's get this party started. Hey, we got a lot of people up in here right now, which is really good. Thank you, everybody that's in the chat right now, too. Isaiah says, Belichick is like Peyton. They find players no one knows and make them great. Yes, they both. Like I said, I feel like Belichick and Sean Payton are probably the best two coaches in the league. Because just think of it like this. Sean Payton is one of the best offensive mind coach, right? He can make anything work on offense. Belichick is just so smart and good at making anybody look good on defense. He's a defensive coach. It would be a scary team if you had freaking Belichick and Sean Payton on the same team being a coach. That is scary. I don't know about y'all. That would be scary. Let's see. This ain't scrolled down. King Nep said, since I met Jube, he's been saying that about Payton. Hey, Sean Payton's smart. Sean Payton's a smart coach. Isaiah said, I fear they are pro no matter what team, so they are a factor. Yeah, I mean, it is the pro, right? It's the NFL. You got to be good to be in the NFL. So, I mean, they got to be good, and maybe it's just the team as a whole sucks, but. And King Nut said it would have been a whole different game. Yeah, it definitely would have been a whole different game, like I said, if we would have had a whole lot of different people on the team that wasn't injured. Test says, right here, Roby signed a 3-year, $31.5 million contract with the Texans, including a $3 million signing bonus. In 2021, Roby will earn a base of $1 million and a restructured bonus of $847,376 while carrying a cap hit of $1.18. Gotcha. Thank you for that, Ms. Tess. Thank y'all for letting us know. Glad we know what his pay is now for sure. Isaiah says CJ. So you're talking about like CJ Gardner-Johnson? He was a beast, definitely. Isaiah said yes, Hoodie. CJ's a beast. Yes. He can line up against any running back. That's what I like about him. He tackles so good. He's probably the best tackler on our team. Between him, Malcolm Jenkins, and Demore David. Those are your like 3 best tacklers on the team. King that said laugh out loud. I love the energy. Yes. Say so one said let's effing go. And like Tess, always giving the facts up in here in the chat for us. In other words, Arch, Saints will pay just under 1.7 of Roby's salary in 2021. He will count $10 million against Saints salary cap in 2023, but none of that would be dead cap space. There we go, and that's good. We don't want no dead cap space against us. We don't need it. Isaiah said, pardon my text and all of y'all, please. We're good, Isaiah. We're just glad you're in here talking some Saints football with us. Tess says, and it's important to remember, Sean Payton said the Patriots are 108-7 when they win the turnover battles at the Gillette Stadium since 2001. Yeah. I mean, you got to realize when you get more turnovers and you win those battles, you definitely most likely will win with the most turnovers, because that means you got more opportunity with your team to do that. So, but then again, since 2001, that was with Tom Brady on offense scoring too. This is Matt Jones. Can he make a jump and help this team score? Can he help the Patriots score every time they get a turnover? We don't know. He's a rookie. We don't know what he can really bring to the table just yet, because like we said, it's too early in the season. We got to see what he can actually bring. And like what Isaiah said, this is a true chess match. Yes, this is literally a true chess match right here. You basically just, it's gonna be it's gonna be the best offensive mind coach versus the best defensive coach. It's gonna be so nice. It's gonna be so fun to watch. Tess says, to me right now, Sean's the best offensive mind in the league. Bill's the best defensive mind in the league. That's subject to change over the next decade for sure. Definitely. They got some coaches out there that are really good at defense too, because that's all they focus on is defense. But Bill Belichick is good all around coach, but his best thing is defense, like Tess says. I really do agree with you, Tess, right there. Or I said Tess is really an angel. Yes, she's an angel. She is a who dat angel. Let's see. Isaiah. Man, that team will be full of no names, destroying the league. Laugh aloud. Peyton / Belichick, right? They're all gonna be just killing people in here. Every time I'm about to click on somebody, still the thing just like drops on me. Sergeant King, Hoodie, y'all still up? Yeah, we still up, King. We're in here. Glad to see you, King. Welcome to the Live Podcast, King. King, that said, Jew don't mind missing sleep for his Saints. Yeah, you know that, Sergeant. You should know that, Sergeant. I will be up to 5 in the morning talking about Saints football. Like I said, I love my Saints football so much. We can talk hours and hours. And like I said, we're going on an hour and 27 minutes. It was probably 45 minutes. I was probably 45 minutes in the chat where we only had 2 or 3 people here. That was it. Then people finally started showing up probably like maybe almost 30 minutes ago. Yeah, I started showing up. Hey, I was still talking football literally with just 2 or 3 people in here. That's just me. Green says, hey folks, at the end of the day, we are 1-1. That's better than 0-2. Definitely. Facts right there. And we all know the Saints don't play good football in September. All I'm saying is relax, people. Definitely. Facts right there. Just relax, people. Just relax. The Saints are going to be fine. Like I told people, we haven't started 2-0 since 2013. It tells you right there we don't play good football at the beginning. Welcome to the Live Podcast, John Nolan. Who that, my brother, ready to whoop some bloody Patriots? Hey, we all ready to whoop the Patriots' butt. We all ready to see this. And like Tess says right here, Sergeant King. Where you been? Where you been? You were sleeping? You open up your phone and went, wow, Hoodie Jube still on. Let me join in. John Nola said, did you hear we tried to trade for Gilmore and the Patriots put him on IR? Yeah, we tried to trade for him. I guess they didn't want to. Gilmore would have been a good matchup with Lattimore. Just think of Lattimore and Gilmore on the side of each other. That would have been perfect, y'all. That would have been, oh my God, that would have been one of the best duos in the league. And Miss has told my boy Green, I'm going to chill all the time, Damien. You know that. Yeah, Miss Tess always calm and chilled. Kind of like Big Q. Big Q is always usually calm. Usually chill. John Nolan said, we should be able to beat the Patriots. They play exactly like our offense did last year when Breeze was the quarterback. A lot of short passes. Yeah, we should be able to beat them. Like I said, I told everybody, like, I know y'all just joining in, so y'all probably didn't hear what I said earlier. It all starts this weekend with the O-line. O-line was crap against the Panthers, so we got to change that this week. It starts with the O-line and the communication. It starts with the O-line making room for the run game. And when you get that run game going, that's going to open up play-action plays for Jameis Winston. And then once that happens, Jameis can start killing people on the field with his passing game. And then on the defensive side, the only thing you got to do on defense is that D-line. It starts with the D-line. They got to get pressure on him. They got to make this young rookie feel threatened. They got to threaten this man so much, sack him so much, make him scared to get rid of the ball, make him feel pressure. And that's how we can beat these Patriots. Let's see. Tess says, oh, I meant yes for kicking the Pats. No, didn't hear any of that, Gilmore. You didn't hear about the Gilmore trade, Tess? We almost traded for him. We was trying to trade for him, but it's just, I guess they didn't want to give us him, and they put him on IR, which means he was going to have to sit out for 6 weeks anyway, so It is what it is. They didn't want us. They didn't want us to have them. Like Keenap said right here, there's plenty of football to be played. Yes, indeed. A lot of football to be played. And another good thing about Keenap right here, and there's plenty of players to return healthy. Yes, and that's going to be at God's willing. He's the only one that knows who's going to be healthy for the next game. And let's all pray that these players come back nice and healthy for us. Green said, Keen Neps, this is facts. Definitely. Sergeant King said, Hoodie, I see you open the tool shop. Yep, I finally started opening up some stuff. Fixed it a little bit. And since we got a bunch of people in here that just started joining, like Mr. Isaiah, joined a little late. I know Sergeant King joined a little late. John Nolan joined a little late. I think Saints 01 joined a little late earlier. Like he said, he's back in here, though, until we get off. So we have a lot of people up in here that was in here and missed it. But everybody, since y'all joined a little late, and Sergeant King, since you were a little late too, and you finally see I'm doing the two-shot, right? You missed my intro. So right now, let me show you my intro real quick. And it's pretty sick because my dad's friend, he's an announcer, and he does it for like the UFC and stuff. And I asked him to make an intro for me. And when you see this, he's gonna I think y'all gonna love it because my boy Green loved it, my boy Keenep loved it, and I loved it. And like what Keenep just said in the chat, he said wait till he gets the final edit done. I know once I get the final edit, it's gonna look way better. But this was me literally doing it in 20-30 minutes to get it all set up because I was literally just getting off and getting home at about 11:15. I just got home and try to get everything ready for 12 o'clock when it started. So let me play this for y'all, for Sergeant King, John Nolan and all y'all who missed out earlier. Let me play the little intro I came up with and me and my dad's friend made. So let's do it. 3, 2, 1, start it.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure to hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
And there it is, y'all. So comment what y'all think. I mean, I already know what Green thinks. I already know what Miss Tess and Neps thinks. But let's see what everybody else thinks. I know R said it looks good too. So let me scroll up a little bit up in here in the comments so I can see what it says. Sergeant King said, Hoodie, I want mine. John, I have a life too. So you got a live you talking about? You got your own live podcast? And Ted says it sounds like a wrestling intro. Yeah, he actually does ring announcement for wrestling. He does UFC and stuff like that. And he was, if I'm not mistaken, I think he did WWE one time, but it was like not on live TV. It was basically like a dark match type of thing where it was like not on TV, it wasn't on live, where they gave him like a little tryout to do it all. And he did good, but they had their ring announcers already. So he's still working on it on the side and doing it, and I like it. He sounds like a legit, ring announcer. And Keenup said it gets me pumped up every time. I know it gets me hyped up when I hear that. T Dirty said got me a little hype. I was ready to fight. John Nolan said pretty good. Got to get some Who Dat music in there. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add some. Like we said, we're gonna edit it. Like I said, I just basically got it in here, added a little bit of photos and stuff to it, just to make it look pretty decent, right? So I just got to see what I can put in there, how to tune it up a little bit, make it look better, put a little bit of music in the background, and get everybody hyped up for this. So I'm ready. Like Green said right here, Keen Neps Facts. It's going to be so much better once I finish this. It's gonna look so much better. It's gonna sound so much better. And T Dirty says it got him so hype, a little hype. He was ready to fight. Maybe this will hype y'all up for the Patriots game then, right? And like Miss Ted said, yes, indeed. Sergeant King says, okay, I like it. Who's the announcer? So it was my dad's friend, right? He's our ring announcer. If y'all go online, and let me put it in the chat right here. If y'all go on YouTube right now, you can subscribe to his channel for me because he does have a YouTube channel. His name is David Hardy, and you gotta type in Dynamite after that because his nickname is Dynamite. So if you go to David Hardy YouTube channel in a second and go subscribe for me, he'll love it because he does have his own YouTube. Go subscribe for him and go watch some of his videos of him announcing these fighters. And I just put it in the chat for y'all. And I'm gonna highlight it real quick and show it on here for y'all can see it too. His name's David Hardy. Put Dynamite in. Go look him up real quick. Go show him some love. Subscribe and go watch his videos. It's really nice. Green. Speaking of wrestling, man, Roman Reigns is freaking awesome now. Hey, he is. Roman Reigns looking legit, right? They finally got his character. Instead of having him as a good guy, nobody liked him as a good guy. Everybody likes him better as a bad guy because they boo him anyway, right? And now people starting to cheer for him. So, and Green says, got it. Glad you got it, man. Like I said, go watch his videos and stuff. It looks nice. John Nolan says, hear me out, Hoodie. I don't think Winston's going to be here next year. We can't afford him. Marcus Williams, Terran Armstead, and Cam Jordan. I can hear you, but just hear me out. I feel like the Saints can afford anybody. The Saints are so smart at working around all these different, freaking cap space. It's just unreal. Just think, we was $100 million under the cap space, and we somehow pulled this team off that we have. So, like I said, I feel like we're going to be straight. And Jameis Winston, if he does good this year, like he did so far, like I said, last game was just not his fault. If he just keeps it up, we're definitely going to have to sign him. We can't let him go. He's too good. Sergeant King says, sounds professional. You with a cape would have killed it too. Me with a cape on, put a little mask on, like he's introducing a fighter. That would be funny. T Dirty says, I just want us to have a bounce back game better than last week. I think we will play motivated to get this win to do. We can head home for our first dome game. Yes. And let me say this real quick, Dirty. Speaking of the first dome game, y'all. Speaking of the first dome game. The first dome game for the Giants, I got my tickets for my lucky subscribers. And I already said it on my other live stream. I already got my first winner. It's going to be Mr. B&G Breakdown, Mr. Aaron. Because like I told everybody, he deserves it. He works hard on his YouTube channel. He's been going through a tough time with his grandma and them, and I'm glad everything's getting better for him, and he's getting back on his feet with her and everything, and he's getting back to his YouTube videos. And like I said, he was the number one that helped me out. He told me, the apps to use to be able to do live podcasts. He motivated me to do it. So like I said, he deserves it. He definitely deserves to go with me to the game. And Sunday, for the Saints game, I'm going to go live this Sunday sometime, and we're going to pick a lucky winner on the spinning wheel. So everybody that's in here that's subscribed, everybody that's in here showing the love, like T Dirty, your name's going on the board. Mr. John Thompson, you going on the board with us. I already got Miss Tess on the board because she's in here 24/7 with us. I already got Sergeant King on the board. I already got Mr. Archer on the board because he's been in here all the time with us. My boy Keenap's always in here, but my boy's all the way from Miami. But like he said on the live podcast, whenever that game comes for the Miami tickets, we get to put him back on the board because he said he's willing to fly out. So, and like Tess says right here, here's the drop for wrestling fans out there. Yes, go listen to his voice. I'm telling you, it's so good. You already just heard it just now. And it just hyped everybody up. John Thompson's in here. He said, who that hoodie? What up, John Thompson? How you doing today, man? He's shouting out everybody. What's up? What's up? Let's see. John Nolan said, the only thing I wrote about is if the game's 30-28 and we add another team's 39 and Jameis has to get us downfield. Yeah, understand, but I think he can get us down the field. He can easily get us down the field. He just don't have the time to pass. The people's not getting open. He don't have his number one target in Michael Thomas that we actually need to take the pressure off of Callaway, to take the pressure off of the other receivers. But we don't. And then trust me on this one, y'all. When Michael Thomas comes back, they're gonna have to double team Michael Thomas. It's Michael freaking Thomas. You're gonna have to double team him regardless, right? Then you gotta look at it with him doing that. That's gonna take pressure off of Kamara. Tre'Quan Smith's gonna come back. Maybe he'll take the pressure off of Callaway and be the number 2. And Callaway will start signing against the number 3 cornerback or whoever they want to line up against him. Like I said, we're missing our key offensive players, and that's why the offense ain't looking as, up to speed like we should. We got a lot of people hurt, but eventually we're gonna get everybody healthy back. I'm telling y'all. Tess says, Teron, which is Teron says that I have to take a team-friendly deal, but I think we can do it with the Wizard, Loomis, and Kai. Yeah, I think we can do it, but the only thing is there were some rumors, I don't know if it's true, but there was somebody making a little report saying the Saints might let Teron Armstead go test for the agency next year to see if he wants to test it out. If not, he can come back with us. So, I don't know. We got to see. I don't know if it's true or not, y'all. Sergeant King said right here, 12-5 season, I think, hey, that's a winning record. That's a playoff record. So, playoff, here we come, right? Let's see. Let's see. Tess says, oh, Sergeant breaking out that crystal ball, y'all. Bring out that crystal ball out. I thought you threw it away last time. Let's see. John Nolan said, realistically, I can see us going 12-5. Low record would be 10-7. I can see us too. I can see us doing that. And we all been discussing it. We can actually, to be honest, we can actually see if the Saints do go with a positive record. You can go with a winning record of 9-8 or 10-7. If he ends with a winning record with Jameis Winston, you got to give Coach Sean Payton the coach of the year. You have to. You turned Jameis around and got him a winning season with Jameis. So you will have to give that man literally coach of the year. Green says, hey, Hoodie, if we can get our Gillette Stadium get out of there with a dub, coming back home after that for our first home game will be lit. All I'm saying is it might be some freaking after Katrina energy, bro. Yes, it would be something just like the energy because it would be our first game back in the dome, being on the road because of hurricane. And it'll be that first game. It'll be Jameis' first game in the dome. I bet you he'll be all pumped up and excited for this. And, he might play even better in the dome. So I'm just ready to see what happens with him. I'm ready to see this, bro. I'm ready to see it. John Nolan. I think I clicked on it and then I passed it up. I'm ready for that Bills versus Saints Thanksgiving game. Hey, that's going to be a good game if everybody's healthy, right? If everybody's healthy, that's going to be a nice little battle. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Definitely. Tess says, oh, Tricky, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Go Tricky. Go Tricky. She's singing a song over here to T Dirty. Sergeant King says, Tess, 10-7 will get you in the playoffs. Definitely. But the Panthers got to lose a lot too. So we got to hope that the Panthers start losing. And we know the Bucs can lose some games too. They're going to lose some. The Bucs going to lose to somebody. They might lose to the Rams this weekend. The Rams going to be looking like a good team to stop them this weekend. Sergeant King said, I'm sick of good regular season records. I want playoff wins. Me too. Like I said, I feel like Jameis is that one person we needed to get the playoff wins, right? I feel like he was the one we needed. Tess says, I heard that Armstead rumors too. Yes, me. Like I said, I heard it. I don't know if it's true, but it could just be rumors. I'm hoping it's just the rumors, and I hope he signs with us again because we need him. So he says the Bill game is going to be that short week. OMG, that's not good, huh, when you're going against the Bills having a short week against them. Hopefully they got a short week, too, instead of a bye week. Sergeant King said we have an open roof now. Yeah, it caught on fire, but we'll be fine. We'll be straight to play. It'll be ready for us to play. Ted says, Alan, T30 Carl Loomis, Tricky Mickey. That's what I was saying about. Okay. Now I understand what you're talking about. I was just wondering why you said that at first, but glad you explained to me for. I can see the joke you're talking about now. Test says, Sergeant, we might have to wait a year to get to the NFC Championship. Hey, we might have to wait a year, or you never know. It could be this year. Like I said, it just depends on what the team brings and what the injuries do. John Nolan said, I don't see the Panthers beating teams with a good offense. Let's be real, our offense isn't at its peak yet. When we get Traquan back, Thomas back, and a healthy Adam Trotman, yeah, once we get everybody back, we can beat them. Like I said, our defense wasn't healthy. The offense wasn't healthy. Just wait till everybody's healthy. I don't think they would have beat us. And you got to realize they played the Jets and the Texans. One of the two worst organizations right now. But like we said, you got to give people their credits. They win still. So, Sergeant King says CMC and Horn got hurt tonight, but they still won. Yeah, like I said, they still won. CMC did get hurt. He was out for the rest of the game with a hamstring injury. And Horn broke his foot, I believe, at the end of the game, if I'm not mistaken. He broke his foot. So, bad thing for the rookie, man. I kind of did like J.C. Horn a little bit because I thought we was going to draft him, too. I thought he was a good player. But I feel bad for him because that's Joe Horn's son. So, hopefully, he'll have a nice, good recovery, y'all, because we don't like seeing people being hurt in the NFL. John Nolan said, we always beat the Bills, though. Yeah, we do, but this is a different Bills, right? This is Josh Allen and the Bills. So, we got to see. Sergeant King's got jokes where he said we need a sunroof in the dome. Yep, we definitely need a sunroof now, huh? And I got people posting Tricky Mickey. Tess says, yeah, tough for CMC and Horn and Ashley. They think Horn broke his foot, waiting for information in the morning. Yes, we are waiting for that information because, like I said, I'm hoping J.C. Horn's okay because that's literally Joe's Horn's son. Like we said, we don't want nobody to be injured like that because it's sad to see. That's going to tear them boys up next week. Oh, yeah. That and the Cowboys, I feel like, are going to be the first team to beat the Panthers this year because they're not really that good. They almost beat the Bucks. So they definitely got a chance to beat the Panthers for sure. Easily, y'all. Arch said, don't tell this to Elite. He might blow it up. Gee, y'all like to mess with my boy Elite, huh? Too bad Elite's not in here right now. Tess said, no, I'm good with a closed stadium. I like the closed stadium. That's just me. I feel like it makes it an equal playing field for all teams. No wind, no heat, no humidity, no rains. Yes, exactly. It doesn't, make a difference. And like I tell people, they shouldn't be saying Drew Brees. Like they had people that made up, but Drew Brees played in a dome all his career. He still played outside when he played for the Chargers. Where did he go when he played against when he played what's it called? Away games on the road outside. So I mean that's just excuses. John Nolan said, Paulson Debo looked good versus Moore. Just had good hands, but he played damn near perfect coverage. I mean, Lattimore gets burnt by Moore all the time. So, yeah, Paulson Debo looked good out there, dude. I liked it. I liked the way he looked for sure. He looked really good. Like I said, he was there every time. He was, like, literally right there on the play. It's just when you don't get pressure on the quarterback, the people's going to get open regardless. Sergeant King says, facts, Hoodie, never underestimate a team. Yes, you never underestimate a team. You just can't underestimate any team no matter what they look like at the time. You just can't underestimate people. You just can't. It's the NFL. T Dirty said, our offense is at the strength of water right now. When everyone is healthy and back, we'll be at the strength of money. Definitely, dude. You know how good we're going to be when we get everybody back? You just need Michael Thomas back, basically. Traquan, screw Traquan. I mean, he just like, I tried to give this man. I try to give this man so much, hope and second chances. It's just every year it's the same crap. Always, I try to be nice to give him, but Sean Payton likes him for some reason. Like, that's why he hasn't won the team still. If he was on another team, people would have dropped him already. Let's see. Sergeant King says, last year. When the team coming back home? Hey, we're coming back home next Sunday, and I'm going to be there with 2 lucky subscribers. My boy Green here. Hey, Hoodie, question. Just saying, if somehow we go 10-7 or 11-6 and make the playoffs with Jameis, will you consider that a successful season, even though we won another Super Bowl here? Just asking, bro. Yes. Anytime you have a winning record, anytime, no matter what your quarterback is, right? Even if we had Drew Brees, and if you go 11-6, 10-7, if you got a winning record, and you make it to the playoffs, that's successful to me. That's a successful season. You made it past your regular season, you made it to the playoffs. That's another side of being able to go to the Super Bowl, because you're making it to the playoffs like some teams who don't even have a shot because they suck. And then when you're making it with Jameis, that makes it even more successful, because that's telling you right there that you changed that Jameis that everybody thought he was and turned him into something that he could have been a long time ago if he would have had the right team, the right players around him, and the right coach to do it. And like Ted says, October 3rd, next Sunday, they come back home, and I'll be there. Sergeant King over here says, open top stadiums has relaxed COVID rules. Yeah. They do. John Nolan says, I still think Traquan is going to have a good year. He just got hurt. I know. Like I said, I got faith in the man, okay? He does good things when he's on the field. It's just he's hurt so much. It's like Davenport. You pick him first overall pick, he's never healthy for a whole season. It's just sad. Ted says, Damien, I know you didn't ask me, but 10-7 would be considered a successful season by most. Definitely, because it's a winning record. Plus, if you make the playoffs, that's definitely a successful. See, John Nolan. Last year when Thomas went down, Smith was the only one out there playing. Yeah, he was when Michael Thomas went down, but then he got hurt again. Remember last year too. It's like every year he's hurt for something. At least for a few games. At least 5 to 6 games he's always hurt because of something. I don't know why. Because of something. And that says, John, I still want to see what Traquan can do. Yeah, I would like to see the same thing. I would like to see what he can do with Jameis now. But he's hurt, so we can't see it yet. And that's what makes a lot of us frustrated about him. Like, please get healthy, my dude. We just want to see what you can do. But you hurt. So, Damien says, hey, Hoodie, I'm happy you said that. I've never been a fan of Traquan Smith. The guy stays freaking hurt. Facts. He does. He stays hurt. But like we said, it's a new season, a new quarterback. Maybe he'll look better. But he's not looking better right now. He's not proving us wrong because he's on injured reserve. So, till he gets on the field and not be hurt and proves us, then that's when I'm going to start hyping him up a little bit. But we can't, because it's the same stuff every year. Like I said with Davenport, same stuff every year. You can't never be hyped and know that Davenport's going to be there every game for you. T30 said, Traquan. I know, right? That's how I feel in my head right now. Traquan. Like, what's up? Ted says, that whole is last year, we beat the Bucks twice and won the division, right? There's no way they should have gone to the conference championship. That burns me up to no end. Okay, I'm done with my last year rant. Definitely, we should have beat them, y'all. We beat them twice last year. Why couldn't we beat them in the playoffs? Why? Don't know. Drew Brees wasn't fully healthy. That's another reason why you can say we didn't look good out there. He wasn't fully healthy. So, I mean, when people ain't healthy and the team ain't playing good, it's going to be a L. The Bucs was a better team like that. They just played better than us. Tess says, Spain Quan, I joke. Oh, that's what you call him, the Spain Quan, huh? He's always hurt. Sergeant King says, O-line's got to help out, though. Yes, like we all said, it starts with the O-line. It all starts with the O-line out here. Let's see. Damien says, and Hoodie and Tess, I really meant if they went 10-7 or 11-6 and lose a first-round playoff game, would y'all be content with that? Yeah. I'll be content just making it to the playoffs. Showing all these haters wrong and proving them wrong, saying we're not going to be a playoff team this year because we got Jameis at quarterback. So that's going to set up the media right there. If we go to the playoffs with Jameis, they're going to set up. They got to set up. They ain't going to be nothing else to say. T Dirty says Traquan is like having a Lamborghini in your garage, but you can't find the damn key to see what it does. You know how sad that would be to have a Lamborghini, but you lost your keys and you can't see what to do and what it does because you don't have the freaking keys. Oh my God, I'll be pissed. John Nolan said Callaway can't get separation at all. Harris is the only one that has a little bit of separation. Callaway is not a good one. He needs a partner. Yeah, he definitely needs a partner. And it's not that he's a bad one, y'all. It's just they put in all the pressure on him. So they put in their cornerback one on him. They put in, spies on him and, double teaming him like they would with Michael Thomas. He can't handle that. He can handle a one-on-one. It's just if you watch a lot of plays, they try to double team him because they saw what he did in preseason. So, I would double team him too since they don't have nobody else on the field right now. Especially when you don't have Michael Thomas. Ted says, I wouldn't be content, but that being said, it would depend on how we lost. True. Like C said, it depends on how we lose too. Facts. Sergeant King, NFL added more playoff teams last season. That's why. True. King said, dang, that's funny. No keys. Yep, no keys to the Lamborghini. You can't even see how it works now. Damn. That's Traquan for you. Traquan Smith hasn't did enough to compare to a Lamborghini. For real, he really hasn't done much. To be honest. Tess says, Green, if we ball out in a game and still lose, I will accept that this is a different team than all the previous year. We are still finding our true identity. True. We are trying to find everything out. We're trying to make sure everything out. But if we make it to the playoffs, that's a successful season. To go to the playoffs the year that you lose your quarterback. As soon as you lost Drew Brees and you bring in Jameis Winston, if you make it to the playoffs, that's successful to me. Even if we don't make it to the Super Bowl, it's still successful. Why? You just made it without your freaking future Hall of Fame quarterback that's about to be inducted in a few years. And you made it to the damn playoffs without him. You made it without a lot of key players you had on your defense last year. This is a new team, but not a new team. And if you make it there, you're good. John Nolan said, Traquan is a 2004 Cadillac Escalade with busted out windows and a boot on the tires. He is. Sergeant King said, Ugo Smith. Jeez. It's funny though, y'all. I just don't understand. I understand the NFL has injuries, but I just don't understand how you show an injury every damn year. What do you do to your body to make yourself, injured every year, right? What are y'all doing? Green says, Tess, where did you get all that football knowledge from? Yeah, Tess, where did you get all that knowledge from? I need to know. T Dirty, my bad. He's a Ford. Fix or repair daily. Sergeant King with the cars. We all up in here messing around, talking about our boy, Traquan, Like I said, let's get this man a little break at the end of the day. Hopefully, he comes out off of injury reserve next week because this is his last week on injury reserve. Like they said, they can come back after 3 weeks. This would be 3 weeks after the Patriots game. So let's see if he comes home and play for the Giants. Let's just see. We don't know. But let's just pray for this man. Hopefully, he gets off of injuries, comes back, and doesn't get injured again. But, sorry, y'all. I had to let that yawn out. But with the past of what Traquan showed us, we can't never say we can rely on him, right? It's just because he's always hurt. I mean, you can rely on him when he's on the field with you, but when he's not on the field, how are you going to rely on him? So, I'm telling y'all, it's going to be so much better once everybody comes back. Michael Thomas. Hopefully we get Kenny Stills on the field. You get Traquan back on the field. You get Eric McCoy back on the field. You get Kawan. You get Marcus Davenport. You get David Adamadu back. You get Lattimore back. You get Garner Johnston back. You might get to finally see Pete Warner this weekend. There's so much stuff we can get, y'all. So, let's see. Art says at least he's not a Fiat. Maybe he's listening and tightening up, says Sergeant King. Tess says, Green, I watch and listen to Deuce Winham break down plays. I watch our Discord conversation, I ask questions, and listen to local people like Nick Underhill, TJ Jones, Big Q, etc. Hey, Tess, we got to put Hoodie Jube. You got to put me on here. It's okay, though. I'm just messing with you, Tess. I know you're in here listening to the facts that I speak. Y'all, look who's in here. Mr. Elite joining so late. What's up, Elite? Is this real? I just woke up. Yep, you just woke up, man. And we still on. So, welcome to the live podcast, man. Damian Green, I agree with the John Nolan hoodie. What's up with Callaway? Seems like he can't get separation. Like I said, I really don't think he's getting the separation. It's because you saw what he did in preseason. He killed it. So everybody's got him as their number one receiver. That's who they targeting. That's who they looking at. So they put in their best of the best cornerbacks on him, and they probably double teaming his butt too. You just gotta look at it. When you are undrafted receiver and you going against the number one corner, it's a little harder. Plus, when they got a spot on you and they watching you because you're their number one receiver right now because nobody's in there. You don't have no Traquan. You don't have Michael Thomas. It's gonna be rough on this man. But I'm telling you, Callaway, you're going to be like, damn, Callaway's getting separation, killing everybody once Michael Thomas and Traquan come back because everybody's going to be focusing on him. But it's hard to be the number one receiver when you're not used to being that number one receiver, you know? He's not used to it. It's his first time actually being able to be the number one receiver. So, Tess says, Elite. Like Sergeant King said, Tess been putting in the work. Yes, yes, yes. Tess says to Green, Callaway is more of a low number 2, high number 3 receiver. Tom, which helps. Yes. Like I said, it's only his second year. Give this man some time. Give him a dude like Michael Thomas on the side of him and see what he can do to the other cornerbacks that are like number 2, number 3 corners. He's going to burn them all day. Arch shouting out Elite. Elite! Tess says, you know it, Sarge. I do my research, do the best of my ability. Yes, you do. You do it to the best of your abilities. That's why we love you in here, Tess. Green says, Tess, awesome. I watched Nick Underhill too. I actually met him before. But if you ever get a chance, peep out Inside New Orleans Sports with Eric Asher when you get a chance. Yeah, I watch their stuff too here and there because of Nick Underhill for sure. Nick Underhill is one of your best reporters for the Saints to give you all the details when you need it. I like it. Sergeant King says, Elite, who that to Mr. Elite? Elite says Stills needs to be activated like that yellow and red bottle or curl activator. Yes, we do need to activate him soon. Soon he needs to come. John Nolan said, Nick Underhill is the only reporter that I trust. Yeah, like I said, Nick Underhill is like your number one reporter that you know you can trust on there. He don't put no bull crap out there. He tells you all the facts. Tess says, Elite, hope you get some more jersey orders sent to your email. I shouted you out a few gazillion times in the last 24 hours. Yes, we shouted you out a lot, Elite, on my I shouted you out on Mr. Big Hugh's podcast the other night. I don't think you was in there anymore, but I shouted you out and told everybody to get your email because I showed them the jerseys in the background. So you should be getting some business soon, Elite. And like Tess said, she was shouting you out too. Him and Ross Jackson too. Yeah, Ross Jackson gives you some pretty good, good notes on them, good reports. Tess says, Sarge, I used to pull 12 to 14 hours a day for about sleep use. Can't physically do that anymore, but mentally, I'm good. Yeah. Like I said, I worked my butt off. I worked 2 jobs, about to have 3 jobs. So I just work it, make my money, be able to bring y'all to the games, do this YouTube channel just for the fun because I love it. I love to talk about my Saints, and that's what we do. But guess what? I'm still good because I'm here with y'all. Sergeant King said it's cold up here, about 50 degrees. It was getting colder down here in Louisiana. It was getting a little bit colder. Art said, I remember reading Rev Deuce on NOLA 13 years ago. His Peyton Turner breakdown was really a masterpiece. I'm going to have to go watch that and see what he said. T Dirty said, I need your info, Elite. I need to up my jersey. Yes. Elite, put your email in here. This man needs some jerseys. This man needs some jerseys. Tess says Ross, Deuce, and Nick are good. Yes, they are. They are really good reporters, really good at breaking down the stuff, and they just know what they're talking about. Just like us, we all know what we're talking about. Tess says not many people can break down plays like Deuce, not even many professionals. I know. Deuce is a good person that can show you the breakdown like the plays, John Nolan said, that's real. I'm a cop, and when I have free times, I watch y'all videos. I wrote for... Oh, okay. You wrote for the sheriff office. Gotcha. So that's not too far from me, but I know where... I think that might be like a 2-hour drive from here, from where I'm at. Maybe 3 hours. Elite says, the T Dirty. This is his email right here, y'all. If y'all want any jersey, hit this man up for some jerseys. T Dirty, gotcha, Elite. I'll be hitting you up ASAP. Definitely hit this man up for some jerseys, y'all. Hit him up for the jerseys. But, Mr. Elite, I just want to let you know, since you're in here, you wasn't able to see your boy's intro. A lot of people wasn't able to see my intro earlier. So, I'm about to play the intro one last time. And we're going on about, we're way past 2 hours on live. So, I'm going to get my butt to bed in a little bit. And I'm going to play that intro for you, Elite. Let everybody get hyped up again. Ready to see T Dirty get hyped up and ready to fight again. Ready to fight. And we'll play it real quick. So, about to play it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get hyped with the new intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.
And there you go. is fired. Everybody gets fired up because they hear that entertainment that sound like you're about to fight somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages. It's fight time. See, I'm not good like him. See, I just need to shut up before I embarrass all y'all and lose all y'all as my subscribers. Green says, hey, Hoodie, any word on all the coaches going to be back? I think all of them going to be back, maybe, but the D-line coach, but they said he had the possibility of coming back anyway. But we just got to see. T-Dirty's got the punching. Yes, sir. We're ready to fight. We're ready to fight these Patriots, right? Sergeant King says, I got a long day too. Got to get some sleep, y'all. Hey, we all got to get some sleep. So, oh, there's John Thompson. I got John Thompson was in here earlier to see it too. Fire intro, Hoodie. Thank you. And by the way, y'all, since we all got to, it's super late, let's all get to sleep. And I'm going to read the last one by Miss Tess. Ryan Nielsen and that other guy, Strong, may not be back for this game. That's the only two people. So we will still have the other 6 coaches back, hopefully. But with that being said, y'all, we streamed for over 2 hours. We got the love in here. And like I said, keep sharing this with everybody. Leave a like if you haven't yet. And share this with everybody you know. I went to bed and waking up this morning with 205 subscribers. Went to work all day. Came home. I have 223. So the numbers just keep moving up. The subscribers just keep coming. So like I said, keep sharing with everybody. Keep it up. For we can keep getting these subscribers more. Next thing you know, it's going to be 300. Next thing you know, it's going to be 400. And it's just going to keep rolling up like it is. And by the way, when I was at work, I got 3 people to subscribe that I was serving on tonight. Got them. They all were Saints fans. Got them all. They were all like young people. So young guys, probably like in their late 20s, maybe early 30s. They enjoyed it. So like I said, everybody, y'all have a great night. And if y'all don't know, you will know. There's no YouTube without your boy, Hoodie Jube. And I got to end it off with my boy, B&G Breakdown. Because like we said, we're still praying for him and his family. I'm going to pray for 5 seconds. And we're going to pray for his grandma like I just did. I'm going to end it up like this. If you don't know, you will know. We bleed black and gold until we dead and cold, y'all. And to end it off, because everybody loves the intro, why not end it off with the intro, y'all? Who that? Good night. See y'all again on the next live podcast, all right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, get ready for an entertainment explosion. Get ready for an avalanche of awesomeness. Get ready to go live with your boy. Here he is, Hoodie Jube. And make sure you hit the subscribe button for your chance to win tickets to a live New Orleans Saints football game.